When I was 10, I saw Jaws and that was it. I developed an instant obsession with catching big sharks. In the late 1970s, there wasn't much information out there about shark fishing, but my dad and I read every article and book we could get our hands on. After working charter boats part-time for many years, in 1990 I decided to go all in and started running boats in Southern California and Mexico full-time. Around 1999, word started circulating about huge makos being caught up around LA, and I decided to make targeting these enormous fish a regular part of my business. Although I've been chasing all kinds of sharks and countless other fish for most of my life, I still consider monster mako fishing to be the best part of all my time spent on the water. I'm Jack Vincent, and I'm an outfitter.
I'm headed to Los Angeles, California, where I'm going to be fishing with Captain Jack Vincent. Jack and I have been friends for years, but we've never had the opportunity to fish together. Jack targets giant makos on conventional gear, and I am super stoked because I am potentially going to catch the biggest fish of my life.
I'm going to be fishing out there with my partner in the boat, and that's Captain Brian Hyder. In this case, he's going to serve as deckhand, but Brian's very accomplished himself, and he does run the trips himself also.
We made a pretty good run out here, Jack. It was a little rough, huh, when we came around the corner? But these are good mako conditions, right?
Yeah, definitely for the fishing. Not so much for the boat ride, but
yeah,
for the fishing.
It always seems the rougher the boat ride, the better the fishing.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, the way we set everything up on the boat is we'll go to the area, we're going to put out fresh tuna, we're going to mash it up in chum, and the idea is that we just get a long trail in the water, anywhere from 5 or 6 up to maybe 9 miles by the end of the day. And then, we're just sight fishing, we're waiting for the fish to swim up to the boat, and we can choose our tackle. We like to select the outfit to the size of the fish. So the smallest one here would be for a fish in the 400 to 500 pound range. So the next one here, this is a 50-pound outfit. Then this one here is the 80. It's obviously a lot larger than the other two. And this is for the really big monsters, 800 to up over 1,000 pounds. We would be putting this rig out here.
So I've caught a lot of mako sharks in my life, and I've caught big ones. I've caught 300-pound, maybe 350-pound fish, maybe 400, but this is a whole new realm for me. Targeting a fish that's north of 500-600 pounds, that's intimidating because it's a whole different animal.
Here's the harness you're going to wear.
Okay.
This really should be fighting chair fishing, and if other places in the world it might be. Most of the boats out here, we don't have fighting chairs, so it's all stand-up fishing. So the stand-up harness is critical. This couldn't be done without it. Really hadn't been chumming very long, and I was going to chum for about a mile, and then big fish came up. Let him eat it. It's too late. Let him eat it. We didn't really have a chance to select tackle or anything. We were towing a bait back there to attract the fish, so we seen him, and the fish just was really aggressive, and he ate the bait. And
Brian's got the fish hooked up. Man, it is game on, and I don't even know if I'm ready for it.
Once we're hooked up, and we kind of just refer to it as full contact sport fishing because it's pretty crazy. It can be. I mean, these fish are going to go all over the place. I got to keep you tight. I got to go. We're going to be chasing with a boat. You're still on, right?
Yeah.
The deckhand's going to be giving them a lot of orders. I'm going to be telling them what to do.
Crazy.
There's a lot of stuff going on, and that's kind of what makes it fun. Is it's kind of chaotic, and that helps with the excitement.
The fight's going to be a long fight. It could be a couple hours, maybe more. Hopefully it's less. I don't know. This is like trekking Mount Everest. It's coming right at us, man. So the key here is gain as much line as I possibly can.
Yeah, gain as much line when you can, and we always try to not let the fish get comfortable.
And now he's waking up.
The mako sharks in this area, we can see fish 10 pounds up to over 1,000 pounds. The biggest one we've seen is probably about 1,400 pounds. They're a great game fish. They jump, they dive deep. They'll do everything to get away, and that's what attracts us to them and what attracts anglers to them.
Inch by inch, link by link. Oh my God!
Here at the end of the fight, we're trying to get the fish what we call getting it to leader. The whole goal there is to get that leader up so the deckhand can grab it. Once he's got that leader, it's considered a catch. Those are tournament rules.
Holy moly, look at the size of that shark.
Get the leader, you got it, you got the catch. Then the next step is gonna be, we're gonna reach down as close as we can get. We got it. Usually within a foot or two of the fish.
Holy moly.
And we're just gonna clip that steel leader and let the fish go off. And after they're released, the hook, it does corrode out. They're not stainless steel, so they do corrode out. But they probably also fall out through feeding.
Woo! Yeah! Good job. Oh, jeez.
How big, Brian? I didn't get a good look.
650?
Yeah, okay.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Monster Mako.
Pretty fun, so it looks like an hour and 5-minute fight time, it looks like.
For 600 and some odd.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty quick.
That was a huge fish.
Yeah.
Massive. Woo!
Good job, Conway.
Man, do I have to catch another one now?
Yep. Yeah.
There he goes, there he goes, there he goes. Even though I've just caught a mako shark estimated at 650 pounds, Jack's saying, hey man, there are fish out here that double that size.
The Outfitters is brought to you by America's best-selling truck for 40 straight years, Ford F-Series, built Ford tough.
Being able to hang out with Jack, I got to witness how he runs his operation.
The way we figured out the best chum for these large makos is just really trial and error. We tried to get as much fish as we can to mash up, and in the early days, because we also fish for tuna in the summer, we had a lot of tuna. So we just started dragging it along, and we started noticing, okay, when we have tuna, we get big makos. We don't have tuna, we don't seem to get them, so the equation worked out to that. And tuna is a natural part of their diet, and so the tunas in this area would be the best thing to use.
This sort of fishing is a commitment. It's not only a commitment to sticking on a chum slick all day long, you know, a test of your patience, but it's a commitment to dealing with really big gear and being willing to go out in a pretty extreme environment and tackle a massive fish. You know, you're not rock cod fishing, you're not day sailing, you know, you're sharking, and once you hook that fish, it's gonna change your life. So it's late in the day, a 200-pound mako rolls up to the boat, time for the fly. Those are fish that Jack and Brian don't even throw at. So I took the opportunity, threw out, hooked it up, got him right in the bottom of the jaw. Oh, he's off.
Oh, pull the hook.
Yep. Battled it for a little while, shook the hook. And then, moments later, a 300-pounder shows up. Oh, dude, look at the size of that thing. Oh my God, dude, this thing's huge. Is that fly rod or is it?
No, I think it's fly rod.
Oh, that's a great fly rod fish.
Yeah, that one's bigger, pushing 3.
Oh, dude, he's on.
He's coming up.
He's on the fly, man. Oh, he's on it. Yeah, we sure did.
Oh, that's way bigger.
That's way bigger,
That's
dude.
way bigger.
Oh my God.
Now there's your 300-pounder.
That's a 300-pounder right there.
Please. Start the boat, Brian.
So I hooked this 300-pound mako. I look down, my fly line is wrapped around the hose. Line management is critical in this, and I'm not managing my line. Fish runs out, comes unbuttoned, throws the fly. I didn't lose the fly, but I lost a 300-pound mako shark. That's mako fishing, right? Like you said, you just got to wait it out all day. Don't move.
Yeah, all day, yeah.
Because, I mean, we just had a 200-pounder, a 300-pounder. We had a 6.5, 650 this morning. I mean, dude, are you kidding me?
I'm originally from Northern California, and the makos down here, this fishery is phenomenal, and that was kind of just luck that I ended up here and that we have these big fish here, so that was pretty fortunate. Targeting large makos, what we're mostly looking for is water conditions, so temperature and water clarity, and also depth of water that we're fishing in. The fish like to travel in areas where the water is very deep. We're not necessarily fishing deep, but we are looking for the area where the water is deep.
Giant mako shark fishing is a waiting game. And I'll tell you, when you're a few hours into the thing, you're not seeing a fish, it can get sort of boring. So, you know, you take a little snooze, you eat a snack, you drink some water. You're just waiting for that moment. It's hours of boredom. But
Oh, big mako right here, guys.
there's one moment of sheer terror.
Start feeding line out.
He's right there.
He's on it right now.
He's on it right now.
He's already looking at your bait.
Yep.
He's eating it.
No, he
Nope.
did not eat it.
Okay.
Right past it.
He's circling it.
He's got it.
He ate it.
You ready?
Prepared for the boat to go. He's
Yep.
facing towards you right now,
Yep.
Jack.
I just threw it into gear.
Slowly, he's facing towards you. He's still facing towards you. He's turning away. He's turning away. Flags are going in, Jack. Watch the flag. Flag pulls in.
Good job.
Okay, I'm buckled in.
All right.
Swimming right at me, Jack.
Yeah, I know. It's just not knowing it's hooked yet.
Look at the size of that thing. Come on, baby, wake up. Like him right now. There he goes, there he goes, there he goes. Whoa, oh my
look at that.
God, look at that. Holy moly.
Kind of a,
Big greyhound.
yeah, big, nice big greyhound.
Woo, that was awesome, man. So I hooked the second mako. Big fish, 600 pounds. Makes a great jump, makes a great run. Finally wakes up.
Reel this thing up so we can go get a big one.
You hear that? And here we go again, folks.
Here we go again.
I get the fish to the boat in about an hour and 20 minutes or so. Brian goes down, leaders it. I've got the fish to leader, so it is a caught fish. I'm like, yes, this is great. I look down and Brian's there trying to leader this thing. Brian could not release that fish by clipping the leader.
Be prepared. I may have to let him go. Let him go.
So close and yet so far.
The fight with this fish, it jumped a few times, and Conway really did a nice job on the fish. Brian was able to grab the leader and get it up, and the fish got worked up, and Brian couldn't hold it anymore to clip that leader off, and the fish took off.
That is a big animal, man.
Yeah, when they decide they want to go back down, they go back down.
Yeah, you got no choice.
And I know from experience that when you get a fish up like that,
And here we go again.
not too long into the fight, that getting it in the second time, if you're unable to release it successfully, is a chore.
There's a leadered fish. It's all gravy from here on out. And he's gonna jump. Oh my God! Now, I'm 2 hours into this fight. I am getting worn down. This fish was so mean and nasty that there's nothing you can do. It's like being hooked up to a school bus.
2 giant makos in 2 days.
Yep.
In the end, we had it at around 3 hours, ready to leader it, and there was some kind of malfunction with a harness or a reel. It dumped it into free spool, and that creates a big backlash
It's done, it's done.
that you really can't recover from with a fish like that on, and the line did snap at that point. Well, we got the catch. Lousy release.
Jack, that was an incredible day. I mean, that last battle was insane.
Yeah, it was a tough fish.
But I mean, what a day. We got the monster mako. I actually fed it, sight fished to it.
So I was looking at the satellite images last night. It's looking pretty good right in here. There's a temperature break here. This is the cool side. So I think we're going to start right in here.
Okay.
The wind will pick up, should blow us right through here, and I think it looks pretty good.
Perfect. Let's
Ready?
go. Yeah, I'm ready.
I got into fishing just through my dad, and I've always kind of been into the big game stuff. When I was a kid, I really liked fantasize about big game hunting or fishing.
Here, Jack, I'll hand you these rods.
All right. Really, when Jaws came out, it kind of got me into the big shark thing. You know, I was just a kid then.
And here's the big dog right here.
All right, we're gonna need that. There wasn't much shark fishing on the West Coast, so it was kind of something that we just had to figure out ourselves. My dad had a boat, and so we did it just privately, kind of figured it out on our own. We read a lot of books and stuff about it, mostly written by East Coast fishermen.
Now that's a hook.
So what we're looking for, signs that a big mako might be coming in, is if we've got birds in the slick, a lot of times we get a lot of seagulls, they're eating the chum. They'll take off, they won't stay in the water with one under them. So seeing, 5, 6, 7 birds take off at once, that's a really good sign that something's going on. Oh, did you see that swirl right there? There's something coming here.
Yeah, whatever it is, it's not small.
No, it looked pretty big.
Huge fish.
Oh,
Huge
yeah,
fish.
right there. Hey, okay, let's go.
Huge mako right now, 900 pounds or something. Massive.
That's a really big one.
Yeah, that thing looks like a great white.
That's a big fish.
He's got it, he's got it, he's got it.
Oh, he's on?
Well, it feels like something's got it, yep.
Wind up any slack you might get.
Okay, locked up.
Flags are in.
God almighty, he's like gonna pull me overboard.
Fish on.
Yeah,
It
baby.
might be bigger than 900.
It might be, it's big.
I'd say easy 900.
That's a really big fish.
The all-new 2017 Ford Super Duty is the toughest, smartest, most capable Super Duty ever, with best-in-class towing and payload. And here at King Ranch in Texas, they appreciate a truck with lots of capability. They also appreciate a truck that's smart. Because smart can make any job a lot easier. Take the Super Duty's available factory-installed fifth wheel and gooseneck hitch package. You get a fifth wheel set up when you need it, and when you need a gooseneck ball, it's no problem to convert. This kind of smart innovation gives the Super Duty incredible versatility. That's it. There you go. Hey, work is tough. It's great to have a truck that makes it a little easier. This is the next level, and this is why Ford says, we own work.
Ford F-Series has been America's go-to truck for 40 years. Now's your chance to join one of the great outfitters you see here and win an F-Series truck. Just visit thefordoutfitters.com and enter the Ford Go-To Sweepstakes. Little head shake there.
Man, we had to bust out the 80 for this one again.
No joke, man. That was I mean, the back on that thing is massive.
Oh yeah, it's literally that thick.
I'll tell you, you know, the dark clouds, the dark water, it kind of matches his fish, right? We were talking about that.
Doing a good job of conserving energy.
Because he's almost twice the size of the ones we got earlier. So when does a fish turn into an animal? I think a fish turns into an animal when they can actually eat you. And these mako sharks can definitely eat you. They're massive. So Jack, we're targeting these makos at prime time, right?
Oh yeah, this is it. I mean, it normally starts about the end of May, 1st of June, and we had some cooler water this year, so it got off to a little later start, but we already released a fish a week or so ago, around 1,100 pounds, so they're definitely here.
So June, July, August, that's when the big fish are here. Do the big fish ever just leave this area?
Yeah, they get out of here. It seems like later in the summer we mostly have the 300 to 400 pound fish around, but the real big ones seem to be gone about August. I think that's about as late as they're here.
So Jack, you got some pretty big makos around here. Look at that, he's just dogging us right here. Oh my God! Jeez Louise, that was insane. What jumps, man. God, that jump, I mean, there's nothing like that in fishing, you know? Steadily pulling line, just going, going, going. You know, he's made a couple of really good runs. Great jump, just burned a bunch of line, and I got a lot of that back, but he's just down there kind of just grinding, totally paralleling this boat. So it's kind of interesting. It's almost like the shark knows what we're doing. Well, I got all day, Jack. I'm conserving my energy, as you can see. I'm not as frazzled as I was with the fish previous. Oh my God!
One.
Good Lord, that was insane. I guess that worked, yeah. There he goes again.
Oh! He's got a big belly in the line.
Gosh darn, that son of a gun is going. He's going again.
Going again. Oh, forward.
Look at the size of the holes he's left in the ocean.
Now might be a good time to eat my sandwich.
You can go ahead and take an hour, Brian. It doesn't look like it'll be done soon.
Take a nap too, you may as well.
Yeah, the fish finally figured out he was hooked. You know, it could be another 5 minutes, it could be another 4 or 5 hours. You never know.
Oh, right there. Yep. Collar, Brian, get it. Get that leader. Let's get it. Keep it tight, Conway.
Oh, he's diving under. He's going, turning down on you right now, Jack.
His oil tanker stopped right in our way.
Great. He's probably watching us.
Maybe.
Yeah, he did kind of stop, didn't he?
Looks like he's coming up.
Yeah, it looks like he's up pretty high.
Yeah, I think it is. Hey, leader, cut whatever you can.
Oh, yeah.
No messing around.
I get it.
Get up there, Brian.
Yeah.
Go, Brian, go. Reel, Conway, reel, 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 reel.
Fish is turning away.
Grab the sleeve if you have to. Got it. Good job, man. Holy moly. Big fish. Look at that fish. Try it. You can. Oh. Look at that fish. Oh.
I'm coming down the rail, guys.
It's okay.
Well, you got the catch.
Yeah, we got it. Thanks.
We got it. Woo! Good job. Way to go, bro.
Nice work.
Swimming to San Diego. Woo! There it is.
Wind fast, wind fast.
Yeah, keep up with it. We need that leader up.
You slide back when you can. Keep going, keep going. Keep winding, keep winding. Keep winding.
Caught. Good job, man. Good job.
Oh my gosh.
Nice job, nice job.
Woo!
That was what, 6 hours?
Yeah.
It's only 6 hours.
Longest fight of my life.
Sun's going down, man.
Woo, brother.
Good
Man,
job.
that was awesome, man. Thank you.
Yeah, excellent work.
Captain Jack, it has been a long time since we've always talked about doing this.
I know.
Dude, I gotta give you a hug, man.
That was great.
Great,
Good
man.
job.
Whew! Everything was great. I mean, long, hard battle. You know what? That's a way to close the day
Yeah.
because it's sunset. And I've been on that fish since 12:40. That's great, Jack. I think I'm ready for lunch. Oh, wait, it's dinner time. Woo!